Alright guys, this is the PSVR2.
Hey, Sony fans. So, judging from my experience at CES and from my conversation I had with my two fellow Sony Advocates, I just knew I had to get the VR2. So, here's my model. I had a good experience with it, but the L2 button did not work on this model, so I had to return it. And judging from this packaging, you can tell that it's been open. There's a rip right there. And yeah, so I was kind of suspicious, and I just had to return it. So I got this next model, which is the it didn't come with the Horizon game. So as you can see, there are two labels there, and I just felt that this is actually brand new and never used. Even though there were no rips on the creases, which were on the previous model, I still felt kind of skeptical because the sticker that was on the box, as you'll see in a second right here, was detached. It wasn't cut or stuck on there. But nonetheless, the device is still new. I inspected it fully, and the wires are still there neatly, and the VR itself is clean, as you can see. There's no fingerprints on it, no dirt. So this is when I started to believe that this is actually still brand new. So it's convincing that everything's not used. Everything's still wrapped. There's no damage, no fingerprints. So I knew that this is legit. I know I sound paranoid, but if you spend more than $500 on a device, you would definitely want it to be brand new and not used, and definitely not have any issues with it. But I was lucky this time, and here is my setup. So here we go. So I'm glad that everything's working, and here is my first demo that I will show you. C Smash VRS. I'm actually sitting on the couch on this demo. I would normally stand up, but I just wanted to film it with my experience on the TV. So this is basically what I'm seeing right now in the VR2. And here's a tip: if you guys have the VR2, you need ample space. So Sony recommends at least 6x6 around your area, and I actually have less than that, but I was able to fix that and move things around. But initially I did hit the my fish tank, which is nearby my TV, and luckily I didn't hit it too hard, or else I would have a big ass mess, and the VR2 will be damaged. And speaking of damage, I actually seen some videos online where people are actually jumping into the TVs or jumping into walls or hitting something. And man, it's definitely dangerous. So if you have a virtual reality set, you just got to be careful with your surroundings and just be mindful. And me hitting my fish tank was the first reality check for me. And luckily, it didn't end up with water all over the living room or my VR2 getting damaged. I actually got dizzy on the first time I tried this, but luckily I got used to it, so I'm glad with that. There's currently nothing on the screen, but on the VR2 itself, I was actually watching a movie Terminator Salvation. It was pretty cool because I felt like I was the only one at the movie theater, and it felt like very immersive, and I had to like turn my head left and right to see the whole thing, kind of. So it felt really I was at the movie theater by myself. So I thought it was really cool. So when people say, "Oh, you can't watch any media on it, only games," well, that's wrong. So definitely, all you gotta do is download YouTube or any app, Netflix, whatever, and go ahead and watch your movies and shows on it. It's gonna be an immersive experience. If I were to rate this VR set, I would rate it a 9 out of 10. I give it a 9 because there is still a wire that is connected to the PS5 and the VR set, and it would have been better if it was wireless like the Oculus. But there's a pro to that because you don't have to charge it, just the controllers. So I would guess that's the plus. Other than the cord, I definitely enjoyed the VR2. It is way better than the VR1, which had a bunch of cords and an adapter too. So this would beat that definitely. And I like the immersive experience and also the OLED technology. Highly recommended. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and stay Sony.